everybody, welcome again to another live stream, and today I'm working on the third movement of the Grieg concerto. So if you joined me yesterday, I played through the second movement, and if you didn't see that, you can watch the replay on my YouTube and Facebook page and here on HAPS as well. So welcome everyone, let me know where you are watching from, and if you're on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube Live, it would be great to know so I can see where most of the views are coming in at the moment. So I'm going to work through the third movement today, probably not all of it, but definitely the first sections. So my first performance of this will be on the 14th of November on the Stage It platform. Looking forward to it a lot, and I'm going to rehearse again tomorrow with the virtual backing orchestra. So let's go to the start. So this third movement brings us back to the home key of A minor after the beautiful second movement in D flat. I'll just recap the end. So that's the end of the second movement that I worked through yesterday, and then we go on. So that is a rapid arpeggio in both hands that comes after the orchestra opening here. And the piano. So I'm just slowing that down for now, and then later on it'll be. But this is just practice now. This part is like a Norwegian folk dance. I think it is based on that, definitely. So there's a lot of small changes here in the dynamics. So we start off forte, down to piano, crescendo, crescendo. So it's like piano, crescendo, fortes. Lots of that in just a few seconds here. So that's very nice to play. There's a lot of pleasure there, and I love the blend of harmonies here. So we got this sort of A dominant sounding chord with this chromatic harmony. In the piano part here, I think it's written lots of accents on the first note of each beat. 1, 2, and I think that is, of course, it's a very musical idea, but also I think it's to help the conductor to keep a sense of the tempo, so then he can bring the orchestra back when they go. But in my case, because I'm playing with the virtual backing orchestra, it's just a backing track in its simple form. Uh, you know, there isn't any conductor waiting for me to come in with that part, so I actually just have to play in time and then come in together with the orchestra recording as well. So that is the big difference with playing with these recordings. Of course, is you don't have that flexibility unless you do some clever editing and things and pause the tracks, which I tend to do in parts like the cadenzas and extended solo passages, because it's pretty much impossible to play long solo passages and then come in with the orchestra recording. So that's where a bit of creativity had to come in. So welcome if you're just joining as well. Feel free to comment, let me know where you are watching from, if you're on Facebook or YouTube or other platforms. I'm streaming to a few places today. So let's go on. So the orchestra come in with that section, this part. And the piano. So all of that is up to tempo. It's a little faster than that. I'm just taking it slow today because when you've played a piece for a while, I've known this piece for many years. In fact, it's not a brand new piece to me, but I've never performed it live. But it's very easy to get into the routine of just playing for it at full blast, and then little things will start to slip sometimes. And if you're used to it going oh so well, and then things, the chains start to loosen. That's when habits can sneak in. They love to get in when you think all is well. So you just gotta, step back a bit, just refresh it. Up to tempo. It's not much faster. It's just so let's keep it steady for now. Times it's actually very hard to play things slowly. It's harder than doing it fast because sometimes you're analysing and doing lots of calculations very quickly, very precise things, but then that all comes together later when you bring it back up to speed. Oh, see what I mean? All of this is written very nicely for the hands, I find. Even though Grieg wasn't a really brilliant pianist, as I understand, but you can feel him playing around at the keys. Everything fits nicely under the hands, I think, or most of it does. There we go. This next sequence now of these arpeggios where it's a nice sequence that gradually is rising with the dominance and then the half the half diminished sevenths here. comes in with this strong part here. And a midi cadenza. So I love this. This is a very fun solo part. So let's go again. So this is one of those parts that is easier, faster. Let's have a look. We've got a comment. Say hello, Lindsay Badger on hats. Thank you. Welcome from Oklahoma. Good to have you here. Hope you enjoy it. Let's go on. So this stream, it's not so much a performance. It's just working through. I do my online performance streams on StageIt and YouTube regularly. So if you want more information about that, just let me know in the comments. If you're watching this on YouTube later, I will put a link to my StageIt as well in the description below. But let's go on for now. So. Dramatic parts there. This part is very interesting. It's a written out tremolo basically with the hemi-demi or semi-demi quavers, hemi-demis, you know, or demi-semi-quavers. That's the ones, yeah. And then hopefully I play that in time to come back with the orchestra who will go. So then this leads into a very beautiful section that's in the key of F, which is quite different to A, of course. It's a bit lower down, and then this is a very interesting part here because you'll hear this theme at the end of the concerto later, but we'll get to that not today, but in another live stream. So this is where the piano comes in after the flute solo. That theme there, very beautiful. We hear that later in the right at the end, but as I said, we'll get to that in another stream. Let's just go through part of that again. let's go through. Let's go here. Oh no no. Oh. So everyone, I will leave it there for today. So that is the end of that section. I remember the first few times I listened to this concerto, I thought that was the actual end, but then it comes back to. I'll just play the orchestra part quickly. Here you go. And then the piano. So that opening theme again, and then it's pretty similar, and then it modulates into different places towards the end. So I will leave that for the next live stream. I'll be back maybe on the weekend here, or if not next week, definitely to work through the end of that. I'm going to obviously practice it on my own in my spare time here as well. But I just wanted to share that with you today. And if you found that useful and valuable, please let me know in the comments. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe and like this video and share it out as well. If you're watching on Twitter, please retweet. If you're on Hats, consider supporting by subscribing monthly or just tipping. Either way. And on Facebook, follow this page as well and share this out. I'd really appreciate that. So thank you, everybody. I will put the details below for my Stage It performance. So if you're watching the replay, that will be there already on YouTube and Facebook. I'll see if I can put that as well. If you follow me on Twitter, you can go to the link in my profile and access it through there. So thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next live stream. Bye for now.